Welcome to this week's edition of Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson, and on this edition, we're going to talk to the Po High Steppers head coach, Kristin Smith, will be with us. Plus, we're going to talk Ponca City Wildcat baseball with Coach Burris. That is all upcoming on this edition of Coach's Corner, and we start with the High Steppers, who had the biggest weekend of the year at Nationals in Denton, Texas. And Coach Smith, thank you for being here.
No problem.
Well, you know, it's something that we've talked about many times.
Definitely.
And previous visits to this show throughout the school year. Mm-hmm. And Nationals, Denton, Texas. How big is Nationals? Well, to give you an idea, 135 teams from around the United States and 25 teams from Japan were in Denton, Texas for this incredible competition. The Japanese teams, is that something new this year, or do they always make an appearance?
They don't always make an appearance, but they do have international teams a lot of the times. Joyce Pennington is the owner of American Drill Team School, and she has a great relationship with the director of the Japanese drill teams, and so she gets the teams over. We've probably had, in the 28 years I've done it, we've probably had teams from Japan over half the time.
Wow.
There's also been teams from Australia, teams from South Africa. So, I mean, it's awesome to be able, for my girls to see, hey, here are all these kids that are doing the exact same thing you are, but in Australia and South Africa and Japan. It's pretty cool.
Do you know, are the cultural differences affect the routines? I mean, is it a different feel or a different routine?
You know, kind of a little bit,
yeah.
But then there's so much that's the same, too. Yeah. So that's neat. You can see the cultural influence of Japan with their music, but some of their music is U.S. pop stuff. So,
right.
And you can see in some of their moves, but a lot of it is also very similar.
So before we talk about the results at Nationals and how that all happened and played out,
okay.
I want to talk to you as a coach and working with your athletes and the high steppers and going through these routines and the performances at the football games, at the basketball games, and just really all of the work you're doing in the gym. By the time you get to Nationals, is it an opportunity for you to just sit back and watch them go, or are you tense and right there with them the whole time?
You know, it's funny. I am ridiculously competitive. I mean, it's almost embarrassing how competitive I am. So, I am tense and just stressed out the whole time.
Right.
But you know, one of the things that I told my team before we went on the floor was, I'm just a fan now. I can't help anymore. All of our work is done. Everything that I can do, and really everything you can do to prepare, is done. So I just have to step back and be a fan now, which is so fun for me. You know, just to be able to watch them and enjoy them,
right.
Instead of trying to critique it.
Right.
But then I told them, of course, but you got to go out and do your job, and you're ready for it.
Right. So. Absolutely. So 160 teams all together at Nationals in Denton, Texas, and so how did it all turn out for the Po High award-winning Wildcat High Steppers?
It turned out really well. It was a great weekend. I tell you, this is the largest national drill team competition in the country, and it's the only one that has international teams. And it is crazy competitive. It really is. It is so competitive. So my girls did a great job. We, as a team, we competed in the medium team division, and it goes off numbers on your team because it's really not fair for a team that has 120 to compete against a team that has 35. Right. So we're in the medium team division, and we had four different areas four different dances. We did a prop, which is our hoop that I choreographed. We did a high kick, which is kind of our specialty. We did a military, and then we also did a palm. In the high kick, we were third. In the military, we were second. In the palm, we were third, and we were national champions in the prop. So,
wow,
yeah, that was very exciting, and that put them fourth overall in the medium team division.
Wow,
so that was great.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Again, the award-winning Po High Steppers having a fantastic showing. Mm-hmm. At Nationals in Denton, Texas. Congratulations to you and everyone on the team. I know we probably don't have time for you to go and give individual mentions, but I know you've got some seniors on your squad that are going to be moving on, and this was really their last big opportunity.
Exactly.
Do you want to highlight some folks?
I would love to. You know, my officers also competed too, and that is 6 of my 8 seniors are officers. So it was Abby Spires, Kira Rader, Noelle Laver, Aaron Thomas, Mackenzie Meyer, and Carly Fisher are all of my officers. And Michaela Swinehart is also a senior, and then Rachel Barron is also a senior. And I will miss their talent, and I will miss them in the gym every day. But my officers competed, and they had 3 different dances. They did a pom, officer kick, and officer military, and they were national champions in all 3.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was fun, and that put them second. They were runner-up to national champions overall. So it was pretty exciting at the award ceremony. I mean, we were that close to winning it all in the officer division, but you know, hey, it is what it is. But they were amazing.
Well, they swept all of their categories.
They did.
That's
now,
incredible.
One other thing that I do want to mention is my girls were academic national champions. So that is all of their cumulative GPAs. We average them out, and my girls were a 3.713.
Wow.
Which is pretty great.
Yeah,
So I was really impressed with them.
That's
for that
super.
too.
That's super impressive.
Yeah.
And as a coach, I know you get eligibility reports and stuff like that. How pleasant is that for you to not have to constantly worry about that?
I tell you, that's nice. That is one piece of stress that is off. Now, I'm not saying that they don't make mistakes sometimes, but you know, usually it's, you know, that grade needs to come up, and they're right on it, and they usually do. It's such a wonderful job with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for nearly 3 decades, Coach Kristin Smith. When I say that, yeah, right. But you know what's so interesting is, and what's so special is the relationship you build with those steppers. And we've had the conversation before where, you know, they grow up, they move on to college, and next thing you know, you're getting wedding invitations. Yes. You know.
Yes, I missed one of my girls from several years ago wedding showers over spring break because of all this, and I just, you know, I hate to do that, but you know, it's special that they still want me around.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. Well, tryouts are coming up Wednesday, April 4th. Tryouts for High Steppers. How does it work?
We started clinic this morning, so we teach 2 different dances. It's a kick and jazz dance, and they go through clinic this week and the first couple of days of next week, and then they try out in front of judges from OU and OSU on Wednesday.
Wow. So let's say they're already in the clinic. They're already getting ready. They're flipping around the channels. They happen to catch Coach's Corner. What advice would you give a prospective high stepper, someone who they want to be in the program? What's the best thing you can say to them?
I would just say to definitely give it a shot. So many girls are just scared to try. So to definitely get in the clinic and give it a shot. And if you're already in the clinic, just to focus, pay attention, work on flexibility, because you know, you've got to be flexible, obviously, in order to do what we do. And you know, just work to your potential, and you know, you just never know what can happen.
Camp starts in June for the High Steppers, and exactly what does this entail, and how long does it last?
It's 3 days. It's June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and it is just a time for us. We do some performances at camp. We learn some dances at camp and perform them. It's just a time for the team to really start to gel. The new girls to come together and learn and gel. We do team building activities. We dance from 6 in the morning till 12 o'clock at night. We learn dances. We learn leadership, all sorts of stuff. So it's great.
Excellent. It's going to be fantastic. Another award-winning year for the High
Can
Steppers.
I mention one
Yes,
more?
absolutely.
Okay. I did also want to mention at Nationals that they have a high kick competition, and so those are individual awards. And they have junior kick company and they have senior kick company. Junior is for 9th graders, and then senior is 10 through 12. Torrin Kramers, who's a freshman, was junior national kick company, which is an amazing thing. And then I had two girls in the senior national kick company. That was Catherine Parr, who happens to be my niece, and then so she's got that high stepper blood in her.
Right.
And then Madison Green was also senior national kit company, and there are tons of girls who try out for that, and so that was amazing to get them in that.
Fantastic. Oh, I got to ask one more thing. As you have seniors that move through and they move on and headed to college and whatever their plans are, do a lot of them plan on moving on to taking their high stepper career into college?
Yeah, you know what is crazy? I've had girls dance at UCO. I've had them dance at Cali County. I've had them dance at NEO. I mean, lots of different places. What was crazy is two of my girls from last year, Taylor Woodward and Taylor Woods, they were both officers for me. They were at our national competition, and they were dancing with Cali County Community College.
Wow.
And so they got to compete. My whole team got to watch them compete. It was just a cool thing.
Incredible.
So, and then Kira Rader and Mackenzie Meyer are both dancing at Cali County next year.
Oh, fantastic.
So, great.
Fantastic. All right. Well, Coach Smith, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
It is Coach's Corner and the award-winning Po High Steppers. Another successful year, and looking forward to next year. Again, tryouts on April 4th. That clinic is already in session, of course, and then camp in June for the High Steppers. Stay close. Thank you for watching Coach's Corner. Coming up in our next segment, we'll be talking with the head coach of the Ponca City Wildcat baseball team. Coach Burris joins us. Stay tuned.